Well, there are growing calls tonight to issue life bans to those who target NRL players with racial slurs after Latrell Mitchell was verbally abused during last night's game at Penrith. It isn't the first time he's been vilified, and there are now concerns the latest incident might force him to walk away from the game.
It's half-time at Bluebet Stadium in Penrith. As players walk up the tunnel to the sheds, a young fan wearing a Roosters jersey launches a racial slur at superstar Latrell Mitchell. Cody Walker immediately fires up, and after the match, he's still visibly shaken.
I feel as though it's the worst form of discrimination there is, and it's absolutely disgusting behaviour. So hearing those sort of words come out of someone's mouth, I don't know. I've actually got no words. I don't know.
Opposition players also furious.
It's just sad. That stuff shouldn't be happening. I can't believe it's still happening.
Police are investigating as calls for life bans grow louder.
There has to be hard and fast rules. If anyone even comes close to being racial, they are completely ruled out of our game. And if it's a young kid, rule his parents out as well.
It's a disgrace. It should be stamped out and there should be life bans in place, and I call on the NRL to do it.
Latrell has always attracted attention for speaking his mind. He dominated headlines leading into this game for comments he made about Penrith.
I'm not going to be told to shut up and just play rugby league, because that's what everyone wants.
We're still not at a point where we're happy to accept really strong Indigenous voices in this country.
It's not the first time this has happened. In 2018, Greg Inglis was racially abused at the same ground.
It's horrible, it's terrible, and I don't wish that upon anyone. I went through it. My boy went through it.
Latrell is a human being, and comments like this affect us whether or not we want to admit that.
Latrell is now back with his family in Taree. After years of scrutiny and abuse, especially on social media, there are now fears it could push him out of the game.
Latrell's a special person. Many other people would have already walked away from the game, I can tell you that now. Am I worried about it? Yeah, I do worry about Latrell's well-being, and I know the scrutiny he's under. I know he's the biggest star in the NRL, and to lose Latrell Mitchell to rugby league would be an absolute shame in the sport.
Emma Lawrence, 9 News.
Trent Robinson has called for the NRL to strengthen its concussion protocols, arguing for a mandatory stand-down period to protect players from themselves. The call came after Rooster Victor Radley was ruled out of tomorrow's game following his latest head knock.
Until this morning, Victor Radley was still a chance of facing the Warriors. That was until the Rooster failed his final test before training.
He would have played on the Monday if he could have, but that's where doctors and then the game comes in to protect him from himself.
Trent Robinson endorsing an 11-day mandatory stand-down period for any player that's been concussed. The new proposal is in the hands of the Australian Rugby League Commission.
Hopefully that will happen in the next bit of time. Naturally, you would think the longer that we wait, and if that, the better it'll be for the player. People are going to have different opinions, and then it's up to the smarter people in the white coats to tell us what to do.
Joseph Manu returns in a new centre pairing alongside Joseph Suali'i. The 19-year-old set to remain a Rooster for 2024, but a teen sensation is wanted by the Wallabies.
Eddie's welcome anytime, he knows that. We've got some of theirs and they've been open about coming to get some of our games. We'll keep the players we need to keep.
Penrith didn't show too many cracks in their 16-10 win over the Bunnies. The Premier's hopeful there isn't a crack in Jerome Luai's foot. The 5'8" left Bluebet Stadium in a moon boot.
And he was getting it checked at half-time, but he's a tough lad. He went back out there and had a really good second half. He carried on from the first half playing really well, so hopefully he's all good, but yeah, we'll see.
Luai was sent for scans this afternoon with his fingers crossed. His foot is bruised, not broken. Zach Bailey, 9 News.